Oh, look, it's the Boeing 737, the midlife crisis of aviation. You've been around since the 60s and somehow still can't decide if you're a short-haul commuter or a budget airline's emotional support pet. I haul more cargo in my APU exhaust than you do in an entire flight. You're basically a flying minivan, except the minivan's owners have better legroom.
Midlife crisis of aviation? Oh, please, bye. You're just a DC-10 that got an extra engine in the back because McDonnell Douglas thought, quote-unquote, overcompensation was a design philosophy. Airlines dropped you faster than passengers dropped their tray tables during turbulence. You're so unstable on landing, you make pilots age 10 years every approach. At least I'm still in production. You're just a museum piece with wings.
Listen here, little 737. You're basically the beige office chair of aviation. You've been recycled, stretched, and patched up so many times, Boeing should start selling you at IKEA. You're too small to be impressive, too slow to be thrilling, and too common to be special. While I was hauling intercontinental cargo and passengers across oceans, you were stuck shuttling tourists to Florida and pretending it was an achievement. Face it, you're a glorified bus with wings, and the bus has better overhead bins.
Hey, MD-11, you want to talk big and impressive? Okay, then let's talk about your highlight reel. China Airlines Flight 642. Landing in the eye of a half-dead typhoon, you still managed to touch down so hard that your right wing literally snapped off, you flipped upside down, burst into flames, and earned yourself a dead and injured tally that could have been far worse. All because your pilots couldn't arrest a sickening 18-foot descent rate at 50 feet and let the auto throttle idle while the runway begged for power. That wasn't bold design, that was design broke. At the end of the day, you're not a tri-jet legend. You're the poster child for how close a heavy, underprepared aircraft can come to writing its own obituary on the runway.
Oh, you, 737. You've got a lot of nerve talking about accidents. At least I don't turn into a slot machine of death every 2.3 seconds. Boeing 737. More like bringing 737 passengers nose first into the dirt every news cycle. You're the only plane where passengers pray they get the middle seat, just so they're further from the MCAS software that thinks straight and level is an optional setting. You've been grounded longer than most MD-11 pilots' careers, and the only thing you've consistently delivered is Boeing executives to courtrooms. I may be retired, but you're a public service announcement with wings.
Bro just roasted the entire 737's fleet.